In the Clinton case, if we're truly following the Clinton precedent, all of the documents were provided before the trial, more than 90,000 of them. Does this resolution provide for the President to provide the documents before the trial? No, it does not. It leaves that question of whether the House will ever see these documents, whether the American people will ever see these documents, to the end and only the end, with no guarantee that this material will ever be shown to the House or to the American people. That is a profound departure from the Clinton trial. Without the documents, you can't make important judgments about even which witnesses should be called or what questions should be asked of the witnesses when you do. So that is a profound departure from the Clinton precedent. Whereas the Clinton trial, managers had 6 hours a day to present over a course of days, they're now presenting that we double the amount of time each day so that the proceedings can conceivably go well into the night when apparently Senator McConnell hopes the American people will not be watching. This is not a process for a fair trial. This is the process for a rigged trial. This is the process if you do not want the American people to see the evidence. This is a process you use if you want to, hand in hand, working in concert with the President, allow the President to continue to obstruct the Congress and deny the truth to the American people.
Any intelligent person knows that in any trial, whether it's for robbing a bank or for subverting the Constitution of the United States, the accusers, in this case the House of Representatives, bring in all the witnesses and all the evidence. The defenders can bring in all the evidence they want. That's how you have a trial. To be debating whether you should have the evidence admitted, to be debating whether you should allow witnesses, is to be debating whether you should have a cover-up by definition. There's no other way to look at it.
There is a wealth of evidence to present here, and we should have the opportunity to present the case as the House chooses to present its case, not to go late into the evening when Senator McConnell evidently hopes the public may not be watching. And so we'll make decisions about how long our case should go within the rules that are prescribed. But I think the question is, what is the Senator's interest? What is Senator McConnell's interest in structuring the trial this way? Is this about hiding the evidence from the American people with late-night sessions? Is this about just trying to get it over with? Because that should not be the motivation here. Senator McConnell has taken the same oath as every other senator in that chamber, and that is to do impartial justice, not to try to skew the process in such a way where the House is not permitted to put its evidence before the American people. If Senator McConnell makes this the first impeachment trial in history without witnesses or documents, it will not prove the President innocent. It will merely prove the Senate guilty of working with the President to obstruct the truth from coming out. And so I do think that by structuring the trial this way, it furthers our case that what's going on here really is a cover-up of evidence to the American people.
Who would you like to hear from the most?
Well, and I'll ask some of my colleagues to add on as well, but look, there are a number of key witnesses I think that we know even at the outside of the trial should be called. And there are people like John Bolton and people like Mick Mulvaney, there are people like Michael Duffy and Mr. Blair and others. But if we're proceeding in a logical fashion, if we're truly interested in a fair trial, the first step ought to be the production of the documents. Those documents will reveal precisely who the most important witnesses are. And they may be those four, and it may be others as well. This is not the fair trial that the American people want. It's not the fair trial the American people deserve. Thank you.